Hey guys, we are here with the finals Game of Thrones at GenCon 2013. I'm Steven.
I'm Robert.
And we've seen a good slog here through the top four, ending in two excellent Martell players here in the finals. Tim on the left, Steve on the right. And both running Quentin decks from what we've seen.
It's crazy.
It is crazy to see how good Martell can truly be, even without a lot of the tricks that they used to have.
Yep.
And I think no more proof than the pudding shows is needed here that it's totally workable.
But I mean, like, let's think back a little bit here before they get underway. We have been through an FAQ, we've been through all this stuff, and really, I would say, a semi-lackluster cycle of chapter packs for Martell as a house. But here they are. We've got two Martell players with super solid decks. Because there are people, I would venture to say, who thought Martell was done. You know, it's like, this is the end of the house as we know it. But, oh no. Here they are. They're as good as they ever were, and just pulling their standard tricks, but just in a slightly different spectrum, and it's awesome to see.
Yeah, very awesome to see the house kind of decide to take it another direction and succeed so incredibly well. It also kind of makes me wonder, man, how did I ever beat Martell before that restricted list?
But not only that, it makes me think, like, within my respective house Lannister, your respective house Greyjoy, and whatever respective house you really are passionate about, what am I missing? You know, we're used to these, like, kind of standard builds and themes, but what else are you missing? So, like, let's see those from everybody now.
Yeah, let's really think about this thing. All right, so Tim on the left is dropping a fairly lackluster setup here as compared to Steve on the right. Looking like he's got a Street of Steel, a Shadow Black, a C, and a, oh man, I know that art, is that Flea Bottom?
It looks like maybe.
It's a little bit glary, but yes. And we also have a House Messenger, not exactly what you want to see on setup. So not really getting a lot of value out of this setup.
Yeah, a lot of zero cost.
You know, zero cost.
But at least, hey, those cards are out of his hand. And maybe he was like, now I can really explode into my first turn and all this kind of stuff.
And like we said, we've seen nothing fancy out of Martell here. Opening with Song of Summer, it's essentially just a 5 gold plot, high initiative. That's all you need. That's all it is.
It's a builder plot.
So we've got Steve is... he calls it thinking...
Canceling the reveal?
Canceling the effect to draw the 2 cards off the bannerman. So that's going to really slow that down.
Yep. Because that's really a hard thing to suffer through on that first turn, because you're really playing the bannerman for those cards, especially with manning the city walls where you're only going to get 1 gold aside. That's a big thing right there.
But still sitting on a nice 2 claim with 2 stealths on the military challenge.
Yeah.
Could definitely cause some problems for the board here. Lost Oasis coming out.
Excellent card.
And that's going to be the board there. So passing on over to Steve. And this is Steve Simoni and Tim Peterson, by the way, guys. If you see these guys at Gen Con or at any local stores or wherever they are, wish them a huge congratulations. It's a huge accomplishment for both of them. So congrats to both Steve Simoni and Tim Peterson. You guys are true players of the game, true champions here.
It's a big deal because this was also our biggest joust in I don't know how long for Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it was a big event, and really would have been a lot bigger had it not been stacked against a lot of other FFG games. And the whole weekend.
You could have had 200 Thrones players for sure.
I think you could have definitely maxed this tournament out. I think I saw a lot of Thrones players playing Netrunner on the day before and making the top cut.
And there was a wait list. There was a wait list that I sadly didn't make, but so there were all kinds of people chomping at the bit.
All right, man, getting it done here. Shoo. So just coming right out. Let's play the Viper and Arion. Just doing it.
There they are. There they are. Man, that is awesome. Awesome to see. Too bad the Viper's not turned on. I guess that would be too much to hope for right now.
Yeah, it would be a little much. Yeah, it'd be a little scary. Essentially, pretty value susceptible here. Going to have to time those Power of Bloods very well.
Yeah.
It's going to be a tough thing to call, but, you know, these guys have done it a million times before. They can probably figure it out.
You better believe it. All right, so sizing up the competition now. What do you think he's going to lead with? I always stick by my guns and say you got to lead with intrigue, but I don't think he has the strength for it. I think he might have to pass on that one and go for the military.
We're also looking at Host of the Boneway here. Win an intrigue challenge, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's an event, add it to your hand.
It's great.
So that's something
it's
to
their
look
new
at.
army.
Yeah, something to look at on this side of the board. We do have the intrigue challenge coming in. It's a 5 strength, so it's going to take a lot to...
right, he has a Lost Oasis. I forgot about that. That's a big deal right there.
Yeah. And we're going to see, I think there was a ruling on whether Red Viper was immune to, character abilities like that. And, of course, stealth is not immune to. And I'm sure it was something a bit more technical than that. Like, is he immune to the granting of stealth or potentially the kneeling effect of Lost Oasis? Because it is, an effect that
via
isn't.
a character or something, yeah.
So, a decent question overall. I'm going to guess that he's going to get knelt out anyway.
All right, here we go. What's it going to be?
And it looks like he actually was immune to that.
Was immune. Whoa, right. I would not have thought that, but there you go. So here we are. The Messenger
6.
and Arion.
Opposing with 6.
Interesting.
He calls it thinking, says no.
He must love those cards.
You got a 2 claim coming in. You got to be very careful. Also, potentially getting an event off the top of the deck.
So what's he got? A paper shield. He's got another, what is it? Palace Fountains or whatever it is.
Yeah, looks like some more resources.
And then there's something else. I can't tell if it's a Nightmares or not.
It looked nightmaresy to me, I'll say.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
those are cards you want to hold on to.
I mean, talk about a card that just can't get out of this meta. I mean, when do you ever not run Nightmares?
Blanking is just so potent, man. Every time, all the time. So, the birds.
Bird's going to stealth the Vipe. I'll get you that time. Going to have a tough decision to make. House Messenger and Carrion Bird probably going to go to the claim here.
All right. He's gearing up. What am I going to do? Think it over. Is he going to, like, Nightmares the bird so he doesn't have the stealth and then block? Or nope. Oh, man. There they go. Two big kitties out of the way. And
he's going to choose to activate the Carrion Bird to shuffle the Carrion Bird back into his own deck.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Whew. There's some things going on here.
Yeah,
I'm not quite sure why that went down, but
there's got to be a reason.
He's up to something.
He's definitely up to something. He's definitely up to something. Oh, look. I know why. Because
he looked at the board.
Because now the Viper has to kneel.
Aha.
Hello.
That's why we pay you the big bucks.
What a technical play there.
Yeah, otherwise, man, that would have been devastating. That's a super advanced move right there.
It's heads up for sure.
Yep.
Basically gives him one extra challenge. I don't know. It's kind of a hard one to. I don't know. Nah.
Yeah.
Definitely heads up play though.
Yes. Somebody was watching.
Viper coming in on the Intrigue Challenge, and any more these days. I mean, the Intrigue Challenge is pretty much more important than the Military Challenge. Oh, pull him!
Wow. That's what I'm sure he was trying to avoid.
That's good. That's great.
That is a really big deal.
Yes, indeed.
Woo.
Putting power on the plots here. What are we doing over there? Hey. Tim, what are we doing? I wonder what the...
I think he's going to Valor. Just kidding.
It would be unexpected. I mean, do you drop Power of Blood here? And just screw the Military Challenge?
I think he's got to anticipate that, with two awesome characters like that.
He's got no characters in his hand, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So
he's got to... Well, he has to play Power Blood. I don't think he can risk not. But does he think that his opponent won't play it?
This is the name of the game. The Valor is so tempting here. You get 2 cards off the Bannerman.
Woo. What's he pulling? Song of Summer.
If he can get a Power of Blood out here, that'd be nice.
He was cautious. Very cautious.
Okay. So glad he didn't drop the Valor.
So here we go. Drawn two each. Street of Sisters and look like some sort of reducer.
We've got some gold coming on the house here. Let's see what we get out of this. There's the C.
It was the C.
And there's Street of Sisters. So economy showing up a little bit late, but still showing up nonetheless.
Welcome to the party. And he has a building plot, so, you can flush this board up.
Flush it up.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
But we said it.
Kneel 2 and discard. Paying 1. We got a Viper coming out, no doubt.
Bam.
Hey, it's like that card's good or something with a dupe.
Ouch. What if they said hey to each other? And he's also immune to death from his opponent's plot, which is insult to injury at this point.
Yeah, it's kind of nice in case you wanted some shenanigans.
Quentin.
There's Quentin.
And a dupe.
Gonna dupe it just in case.
That's a pretty big deal.
I mean, at least you have the choice. Oh, we got a dupe Viper on the other end here.
Anything you can do, I can do also.
Steve's gonna answer there. And we got a lot of reduction coming in. We got -3
Quentin,
We're gonna play
man,
Quentin.
mirror match.
I believe these are very similar. I think I understand that these guys we built from the same area, from the same meta. Could be.
They're
could
both
not
Starks,
be.
right? No, that was the last game.
Ultimately, though, I think Viper's Bannerman really making the biggest impact on this board. Tim having the advantage with that single thing alone. Otherwise, it's more or less even. I'd trade Arion for the Boneway every time.
Yeah, I would agree.
Lost Oasis also playing a big role here.
Yeah, I was about to say, how much work is that Lost Oasis going to do this turn? I'm going to assume a lot.
I'll tell you what, though, it's scary
But,
that...
whoa, he drew another Nightmares. Excellent.
And you're really playing the Viper game, because right now, one Viper is turned on, one Viper is not.
That's right.
And that's going to have a huge impact in the way this is going to go.
He just can't defend. Too bad he's not going first. That would be something.
I think you can swing at a 5-strength intrigue challenge here. Leave him with the choice of kneeling down Arion and the Viper, or eating an intrigue. And I think in that situation you have to eat the intrigue.
Yeah.
Straight up. So you may as well get the challenge in.
What do intrigues taste like?
Oh well, we'll know soon. I think
Lost cards.
Oh man.
He's thinking about it. The Oasis is down.
Yeah, we're gonna give somebody stealth.
Up.
Intense
It's back
moment
up.
here, yeah.
Just coming in with the Vipe.
Normal challenge, not quite sure what it is yet, but I'm gonna guess it's an intrigue.
Could be intrigue, military, or power.
Military essentially just means Quentin, so you're not gonna lead with the military. Could be a power, could be an intrigue. I'm gonna guess intrigue.
He's fidgeting with his cards
Yeah,
like he's ready to...
you can't really put the Viper down. You can't really put Arion down either.
There it is. He's more or less made that decision. There it is. Unopposed. Oh,
and chose
good
the one that didn't
job.
matter, really, yeah.
Whew.
Still has
Lucky
the paper
day.
shield and the nightmares, I think, in hand.
Lucky day.
They're having a good time there.
Yeah.
Gonna reveal Lost Spearman.
Steve's got to be happy about that poll.
All right, what's next? Here's the question. Did we miss a renown on the Viper there?
Yes. Which is not something you want to forget.
Not something you want to forget at all, no.
These things happen from time to time.
Yeah.
Even in the finals.
We'll see if it has an impact. Given the Boneway stealth.
Those new armies are absolutely the bee's knees.
It can be quite good. Yeah, the Greyjoy one's a bit of a
Okay,
turd.
remember the Viper?
There we go, the renown showing up. By the way, it's passive. And looks like we just passed challenges here.
Yeah, man. Big deal.
Intrigue challenge coming in. This is going to be an intrigue challenge 1 for sure.
What?
Setting the Boneway down.
Boom.
Losing 2 cards because of Arion. What a beast.
That's crazy. Shoo. Those are good cards, too. What a pity. Nice shot here.
Why, I think I would have swung for the fences on a power challenge there as well.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm just saying.
I don't think there's a bad choice to make here, really.
There's the power challenge. Probably going to get stuffed. Just my guess.
Boom.
Stuffed. And do you do the military? Do you risk the... They seem to be really playing around Quentin here.
Yeah, they are. I wonder what Tim was just so happy about.
And I'm just going to pass it over. So 1 for dominance, stand everything back up.
Awesome. Interesting turn.
Huge. This is a huge Quentin threat. I mean, you can't argue with how scared everyone in the top 4 has been of putting Quentin attached to that house card.
Yeah,
There.
people are dodging it left and
It's
right.
just a huge dodge fest on the military challenge, and totally understand playing against Quentin. It sucks to have that, but it's also kind of hard to deprive yourself of 2 and 3 claim military challenges against Martell. You got to thin the board out, or they're just gonna
You're right.
wreck you.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, these both Martell players, so it makes sense here. But earlier in the top 4, I don't know. I think sometimes you just gotta live with Quentin and kill things.
There it is. I was waiting for that. Somebody's got a Nightmares. The other Quentin.
Nightmares Quentin. Now we're gonna find out if the Valor's really gonna come down the pipe.
Well, it doesn't. It isn't now.
And so it could all be a bluff, though.
It's true.
You know, you Nightmares Quentin. Do you still Valor? Am I gonna Valor now? Save my Viper.
Yeah. I'm just, man. But who's gonna Valor and who's gonna play their Power of Blood?
That's the question here, and I think, oh man.
Ooh, juicy.
So one person gets Quentin, one doesn't, and that's gonna be the name of the game here. I still don't know. This is looking still pretty great for Tim.
Yeah. So no Quentin. You can still save him though.
Yeah, I'm gonna save him. Viper's saved. Ariane's so bad to see her go.
Yeah, I know. That's a big loss. 2 cards for the
So
Viper's
sad to
Bannerman
see
though.
her go.
That's
yeah,
nice.
Gaining 2 for the Bannerman.
1, 2.
Oh, huge recovery
great
cards there.
Yeah.
And then drawing for turn, and we're playing a very significant game here. Wow, I think just drawing a Bannerman here on Steve's side.
It's a big deal.
It is good, but you know it's not really what you want right now. Viper's so vulnerable right now to the 2 claim.
It looks like he can just barely afford it too, which is nice.
You just right now you really want a lot of little wieners out there so
Wieners.
that you can just get over this 2 claim and go.
This is why I always bring Vienna sausages to any tournament. They're little wieners. Paramore. And what is that guy? Drinkwater?
And that's Drinkwater.
He's great. He has renown.
And he does have enough for the Bannerman.
Boom.
With the,
Boom.
ugh. Not really what you wanted. Not really what you wanted. But it's okay. So Jairus bringing stealth and renown, and when he's not a defender, you can stand another Martell character.
Whew.
Boy, just insane with that Quentin agenda. He stands himself, and then he stands another. It's kind of unfortunate looking like for Steve drawing into a lot of events and locations when he needs characters.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he's going to be able to hold on to these 2 characters on his board with that 2 claim military
I don't
challenge
know
coming.
how. I honestly don't.
I mean, he does have, what, 10 strength right now? Let's do the math. So he's got 3. Oh, but Quentin has stealth. I always
And
forget
he's got
that.
lost to Oasis as well.
6, 9. I'm counting 9 on his side for military. But that'll do it. The stealth will make all the difference.
The intrigue challenge coming in.
Got to get him out. Oh, man. Can you imagine if he gets that Street of Silk?
I don't know. The character... I don't know that Steve really needs more reduction right now. I think he needs stuff. And he doesn't have any stuff in hand.
Yeah.
Choosing the spear wouldn't be a bad pull here. I think he defends with the Viper and then stands the Viper back up. That's my guess.
All right, so...
It's not unopposed yet, he said.
Just wait. Give me a sec. I've got to think about this. And that's a good thing to think about. At this point, every turn becomes more critical. All right.
Choosing the spear to give him melee solely.
Awesome. So here comes 2 cards. Oh!
Paper Shield and Silk.
Wait. Take that Street of Silk.
Paramore's going to trigger. And, going to draw some cards.
Yeah. Oh, man. It looks like he did forget his Street of Silk. That's unfortunate. Don't do that. That's a great card. There you go.
Here it is. And checking probably when it comes into play or when it is played. Do you have to discard another thing?
Looks like a no. Or a yes.
Let's find out.
Is it a no? It looks like a no.
Looks like a no.
Wow, good to know. That's a big deal right there.
Mm-hmm.
Man. So now he has a couple more decisions to make. Oh, here it comes. First of them. Military challenge. Or, no, wait.
No, I have to think about here.
Yep, military challenge. Wait. Military, what? Military challenge.
Military challenge, Stealth and the Viper. We're going to sit the Bannerman down.
It's opposed and successfully defended.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Power challenge.
Power challenge has to be opposed, but
We know how that
still
works.
lose, yeah. So still made it out of that with the 2-claim military getting stuff. That is very significant.
Yes.
Very significant.
Yes, it is. I'm surprised Drinkwater didn't get involved. I guess he's ready to defend it, I suppose. But who knows? Oh, right, and the Viper stands from Vengeful now. Whoa. That's a big deal.
Yep.
That's a huge deal, actually. Too bad there's no claim. It's easy to overlook those character agendas. I've done
Yes,
that
it
so many
is.
times.
Yes, it is. And now the Viper's coming in on a lot of renown.
Yes. At least 3. Unless there's a 4th challenge. that I'm
Finn,
forgetting.
Stan, Quentin. Attack what I can only assume is power.
Mm-hmm.
Power Blood's going to be a very interesting game.
Yeah, it is, man. It's just it's crazy now, especially with both players having the Viper out.
Yeah.
This thing's super interesting.
Unopposed. And then another one unopposed.
Interesting.
Gaining Dom.
Actually, a tie for Dom, right?
Yeah, tie for Dom.
Yeah.
Gaining nothing for Dom. So look at the Viper go, right?
He
From
just can explode.
He's
It
just very
always
explosive, yeah.
always impresses. I've seen it 1,000 times, but it never ceases to impress.
We haven't seen Power of Blood or Valor on the other side of the board there.
Let us review our plots, or each other's.
So where does Tim land here? And does Steve risk the Power of Blood and then be exposed next turn? I don't think he can end it here. Men of Pride, oh, maybe
And another breaking and entering.
buys himself another turn. Man, a Valor drop there I think would have essentially put these guys on even footing.
Yeah, man.
Both without the Viper, but one with Lost Oasis and a bit more power on House. A bit more cards in hand. I don't know. Tough choice there.
Yes,
You gotta
sir.
wonder if Power of Blood's getting dropped. But
It has to be.
now with Bannerman out, that Valor actually swings a little bit into Steve's favor as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I would agree.
And I assume that Steve is going first here.
I know I would. Whew. That breaking and entering going.
Yeah. Get all the locations.
One of my favorite plots to this day. It's an oldie at this point, too.
Yes. But man, it does some serious damage.
Mm-hmm. Even if you're in an intrigue-focused deck, I would still recommend it to you. It's an awesome, high claim, solid initiative, and average gold plot. And if you happen to win an intrigue, well,
Well,
we'll be
House
getting
Messenger.
coffee. Ooh, another Bannerman and a Quentin.
Can you play it though? I think you definitely go Bannerman, obviously.
So, he is taking the Bannerman.
Definitely taking it.
Is he one short to play at this turn?
Let's see, 1, 2, 5. Yeah, he's pretty short. It looks to me like
Ooh, the Merchant.
Green Blood Merchant.
Awesome.
I feel like I've seen all these cards before.
Reduce with...
And
oh,
the
man.
Camels.
Watch out, they spit.
Host of the Boneway.
Great card.
Why do I feel like we've seen all these cards before?
I don't know. It's not like they're a semi-mirror match here.
I think this is a complete mirror match.
Yeah, their plots are very similar.
I think this is the exact same deck that we've seen from the Martell
Think
top, yeah.
I believe it. It can't be a coincidence.
Right?
Too similar.
I'll wait and see if I see any new cards.
And here's an Asha Greyjoy just before. So, marshalling for
Neil
Tim.
to reduce.
Yep.
And there's the Gaston Grey.
Interesting. I'll pop my Viper for your Viper.
Not a bad trade right now.
What else will come out? There's another Lost Oasis in there.
Over there. Whew. A lot of characters on Tim's side of the board.
So, start the reductions. -3. Paying a 4th, 5th, maybe?
There's Doran.
Whoa.
Yeah, we haven't seen Doran yet. I'll take it.
We have not seen him yet.
And this is where you got to ask yourself, do you stop here and leave your Viper up? I think you do.
But what's awesome is that is at least a 5-cost noble character to pop his Viper with.
Yep. It absolutely is.
At the absolute minimum, and that can't be undervalued right now. It's a big deal.
And Doran, Vengeful Noble. After you lose a challenge as the defender, each opponent must choose and discard 1 card from his or her hand.
That's crazy.
So that's going to play a huge role. Going to be able to trigger that response after losing a simple challenge. Even on the offense. Oh, no, as the defender.
As the defender.
In true Martell fashion.
Hello. You hurt me. Now I will hurt you. Paramore coming out. And a dupe on Quentin.
Alright, so we're going to play the Quentin as an actual character game. I've done that with Dan Pierre quite a bit on the Greyjoy side of the board.
Sometimes it's what you got to do.
Yeah, sometimes
and it's smart.
It is. And we're going to Nightmares Lost Oasis.
I'm surprised.
Instead of Gaston.
I would have Gastoned it. Totally. That is very interesting to me.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe I'm wrong. I'm not in the finals. No, sir.
No,
When is Gaston triggerable? Is it in any phase? I bet it is. And I bet that's probably why he didn't even bother. Because he can just peg him at any time. No, it's challenges phase only.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Interesting. Very interesting, man.
It is very interesting, isn't it?
What do you think? I mean, would you have gotten the Gaston? Because that's what I would have done. But
I don't know. Yeah, it's a good question.
I will say nothing. And watch. And wait.
He may want to actually get some work out of Doran this turn. He may want to empty that hand out.
That's true. With 1 card to go. Nobody's Viper's on.
Either way, slice it. I think we've seen that Tim has gotten the better of this deck, this game so far.
Yeah, I would agree. There it is.
The key pieces.
There's the Gaston.
Goes in, doesn't. And that makes the board look a lot better.
It does. -5 power. Man, that hurts.
And notice the Bannerman having no keywords because of the plot, so there's a lot to be done here.
Yep.
I'm assuming an intrigue challenge. We're going to be stealthing the host of the Boneway.
So, after declaration, an icon is being taken.
Greenblood Merchant's going to, do something, take an icon of some sort.
Nothing to be done there, I guess. All right, defense.
Or Grant. Yeah, you can give an icon.
It gives as well. I
yeah.
didn't even remember that. Holy Toledo. That card's amazing. It just skyrocketed in value in my mind. That's awesome.
Intrigue challenge is successfully opposed. Quentin coming in, stealthing the host of the Boneway in a military challenge.
Awesome. So here we go. 2 cards. Bam, bam. Oh!
Bannerman and the Merchant. I'm going to draw 2 on the trigger. Hope for a no. He calls it thinking. And Street of
Location and
Sisters, and it looks like Edric, yeah.
Yeah.
Also known as Cheap Noble. And we'll do a power challenge here. It's going to be unopposed and claiming off the house there.
That was a huge turn.
And 1 for renown here. So that's going to take us to 12.
In striking distance.
And I'm going to guess we get an intrigue challenge coming back through. But nope. Nothing.
Not a thing.
I believe Steve had first action there, which is why think that was actually the response coming down the pipe.
Cool.
So coming back over to Tim, I don't know. This is a tough choice. You gotta beware of the Valor here. You gotta expect it. I think you power of blood and take this game home.
Yep. There it is. Both players knew what was coming. Somebody was playing Valor, and it wasn't me.
Yeah, there comes the Bannerman.
Boom.
So still have a shot at maybe staying in this.
Paramore and another Quentin.
Paramore and Quentin.
Woo! Good
I'll
cards.
say it's really consistent when you're on 20 Quentins in the deck.
You can run as many copies of Quentin as you like.
Yeah. An Ambassador to God's Grace.
All right, so there's a lot of gold.
So Tim counting gold here, and we're going to see if he can put the nail in the coffin.
All right. Will he bring Mr. Martell back out? I'm assuming he will.
Here comes Doran.
Yeah, he's
no
got to.
doubt.
There he is. If only to pop whatever it is I want.
Anything I want. Back to your hand. Except the Bannerman. Don't do that.
Yeah.
1 4.
Wait for it. Another Oasis. Nice.
Dupe the Oasis and
Let's
then...
calm it.
Yeah. All right, so Tim won the match, but it's important to note Steve did better in Melee, so he's going to make the card and is the overall champion. However, Tim is the Joust champion, the National Joust champion from Game of Thrones. So huge congrats to these guys, both Tim Peterson and Steve Simoni. Congrats, guys.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see the card.
Well played
Steve,
game. Man, the swag floweth.
Yeah, and Tim, great job there. Guys, proven Martell is definitely a force to be reckoned with. So this is GenCon Nationals. After a long day and 70-plus players, we have a champion, and we'll see what happens at Worlds.
Yeah.
Because it should be a wild shakedown. If you guys want to support what we're doing and highlighting these players and the Game of Thrones, we're more than happy to allow that to happen.
Yes, please do.
TeamCovenant.com is our website. We have a store where you can buy house packs, you can buy chapter packs.
You can subscribe.
And just overall, keep pushing this game forward and keep everything positive. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and we will catch you on the next video.
Peace out.